Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Bobby's Boys. Today you join us for a top of the table clash. Fulham versus Newcastle United, first v second place. And as you can see by the league table here, we are playing incredibly well. 10 games played, 28 points accumulated already, and a 5-point advantage over everybody else. It's going incredibly well. Let's check out the schedule. Just how well it is going. Our last 3 games, we have scored 16 goals, conceded 3. It is ridiculous how good this side is at the moment. Our Premier League form is phenomenal. 1-1 draw against Tottenham earlier on in the season, but since then, win after win after win after win. Beating Leeds 3-0, Charlton 5-1, Southampton 6-1, Watford 5-1. We just don't lose in the Premier League. It's that simple at the moment. We just don't lose. Hopefully, we carry that on today in our game against Fulham. Speaking of Fulham, let's have a little look at their side. They do have some good players in their ranks. Of course, they have Edwin van der Sar, world-class goalkeeper. Back in the day, of course, and his attributes still are very strong. His mentals, decision-making in particular, and anticipation leave a little bit to be desired, but mostly a very solid goalkeeper. And then they have got a new signing. He actually chose Fulham over signing for me, and that is Yakubu. Played 8 games, scored 10 goals. Feed the yak and he will score. A superb young striker, 19 years old, wonder kid here. He is in hot form, but hopefully Rio Ferdinand and the boys at the back can keep him under control. They've also signed Michael Gray from Sunderland, who, if you remember episode 1 way back when, caused us so many problems on that left-hand side. The league table, however, shows that we are not having much problems at all at the moment. 10 games played, 40 goals scored and only 8 conceded. I'm very, very happy with how the season's going. Our team is just playing so well. If we have a look at our goals here, the goals are already being spread out across the whole side. Olosidibe with 19 goals in 14 games. I mean, come on. That is ridiculous. Shearer has 15 in 14. Kaka has 6 in 9. Robert has 6 with 11 assists, playing on that left-hand side. Honestly, it is ridiculous. Let's check out the starting 11 for this game against Fulham. Now, I'm going to keep the starting 11 very similar to our last 11 because we just keep scoring goals for fun. In goal, we're going to have Costanzo. Honestly, a phenomenal goalkeeper. 22 years old. He's only going to get better as well. I'm very happy with this signing. Bought for pennies, really. £8 million. He's just doing incredibly well, so very happy with him. Solano's going to play right back. Emerton is playing incredibly well, but Solano has performed really well in these last couple of games, so he's going to keep his spot. Ferdinand and West with our left back on the left-hand side there. Kaka as this inverted winger. Kieran Dyer is now back, fully fit. However, he has only just recovered, so I don't want to risk him too much with a full 90 minutes. I'd rather keep him for our Champions League game later on in the episode. Joe Cole and Van der Vaart have kind of established themselves as our midfield duo. Barry Ferguson, our new signing in the summer, just hasn't really performed yet. So we'll keep him on the bench for now, but he might make an appearance later on. Robert on the left, Shearer and Olosidibe up front. A superb 11, I'm sure you will agree. Let's get into the game and hopefully show Fulham who's boss. Here we are then, top of the table clash. Fulham versus Newcastle, away in London, and I must say I'm feeling very confident. I'm not actually quite sure how Fulham are second in the table, but I'm sure we're about to find out why. Highlight for Fulham in the first 5 minutes here, but our left back intercepts. West plays it up the pitch. Olosidibe now running with it against their defenders, cuts inside, beats 1, beats 2, plays it back across the goalkeeper, and it's there. Olosidibe's 20th goal of the season already. Honestly, he is insane. Taribo West with the assist from the back there. I mean, Olusedebi's done a lot of work himself there, but what a finish that is. Played across the goalkeeper into the corner. Happy days. 5 minutes gone, and it's 1-0. A few episodes ago, I did say the aim was to win the league and win the Champions League, and after seeing the first 10-11 games of the season, I have to say I still have those ambitions. We'll come on to our Champions League form after this game, but it's very similar to our Premier League form, let's put it that way. And we had a pretty tricky group. Van der Vaart with the free kick now, whips it in, but it's headed clear by Fulham. Falls back to Van der Vaart's feet, however. Our left back now with the ball. Taribo West plays it back to our left back. We are getting pushed back well here. Fulham are defending well, but Robert's through. Robert's 1-on-1, smashes it home, bottom corner. 2-0. This team is a joke. Honestly, we just keep scoring goal after goal after goal after goal. Watch this through ball here by our left back. Bang, straight through there. Lovin Robert as that inverted winger. Smashes it in near post. It's just ridiculous. Anybody in this team can score. They are all phenomenal. If you look at the league table now, it puts us 8 points clear of second place after only 11 games. Honestly, it's insane how good the squad is. Very happy with our signings. Very happy with how the team's progressing tactically and performance-wise. There was a little bit of worries at the start of the season with regards to gelling and maybe too many signings, but it turns out they've all came good, other than Barry Ferguson, of course, but the vast majority of them are playing incredibly well. Olusedebi's through. He fires it home. It's 3-0. 21st goal of the season already after 11 games in the league. I don't know how many times I can say this. It is insane. Van der Vaart intercepts it there. Plays it through to Shearer. Quick two-touch. Plays it through. Olusedebi on the first touch. Right-footed. Smashes it home. 3-0. And the highlights don't stop there. 32nd minute now. Fulham with the throw-in, but it is cleared and picked up again by Fulham. And I must say, we are just picking up the ball left, right and centre. Joe Cole plays it up. Olusedebi's through. He fires it home again. But I think he might have been offside there. That is his hat-trick. Is he offside? Does it count? I think it's counting. That's his hat-trick. It's 4-0 to Newcastle. Let's watch it again in 3D. Ferdinand intercepts. Joe Cole looks up. Plays the ball over the top. Olusedebi's there. A few touches. Smashes it home. 4-0. My days. And to think that this striker cost, what, 1.6 million I think he cost? It's a joke. It's honestly an actual joke. 37 minutes on the clock, and there's another highlight. Our left back wins a tackle there, and it falls back to Lasada on the right hand side, but Ferdinand wins the header from the cross. Fulham pick it up though. There's Gray on Nemesis. He pulls it back. Yakubu. He's missed. Oh my days. Feed the yak, and he will score. Apparently not today. Long may that continue. I would love to get a clean sheet. After scoring so many goals in the last few games, we have tended to switch off in the last couple of minutes, and it's resulted in the other team scoring a consolation. Hopefully today, though, that doesn't happen. Half time in our game against Fulham, the supposed top of the table clash, and we are dominating 4-0. It's ridiculous. I'm very happy with how it's going. Get back out there, score 4 more. That will be awesome. Absolutely awesome. Fulham's formation hasn't changed. They're still playing a 4-4-2. And if I'm honest, I'm not fearing anything at the moment. I think we can beat any team in the world. Any team. Maybe that was premature. Michael Gray's through, but Costanzo comes up trumps. What a save that is. Tips it round the post for a Fulham corner, which no doubt we will clear. Let's have a look. Lasada heads it wide. We didn't clear it, but still nothing to worry about. 50 minutes gone. And I think it's time to think about some substitutes. Kaka's not playing particularly well. 6.9 I'd normally be happy with, but I do have Kieran Dyer on the bench who's after a few more minutes, so I think I'll bring Dyer on very soon. Solano shoots. Van der Vaart again. Van der Sar tips it wide. I'm getting confused between my vans. Robert now with the corner, whips it in. Ferdinand's there. What a great save by Van der Sar. He hasn't lost it, you know. However old he is in this save, he's not lost it. He's still a great goalkeeper. Robert whips it in. Shearer's there. But I think he's handballed it. Yes, he has handballed it. And it is a free kick to Fulham. Right, let's make that sub. Let's take Kaka off and bring on Kieran Dyer. Give him a bit of a run out. Kieran Dyer to come on that right-hand side. Do we make any more subs? I mean, the game's as good as one. I think we'll rest Van der Vaart too. We'll bring Van der Vaart off. Give Barry Ferguson another run out in the middle. Just to hope that he comes good. But so far, he's not really performed very well at all. He hasn't done what I expected. I thought he was going to be this ball playing, absolute don in the middle of the pitch, spreading it left and right in. To be honest, he just hasn't done that. 72 minutes on the clock. Robert whips it in. Shearer's there, but it is headed clear. Luis Fabiano now on the counter-attack. Running at our defence. Joe Cole is tracking him back, but not very successfully. Fabiano shoots. He slides it past our goalkeeper, and there's the consolation goal again. A magical goal for sure, but it is a goal that we should have not really conceded. Fabiano beats one, beats two. All our defence are tracking back, but Fabiano's just too fast for them. What a great finish that is. What I think we'll do is we'll take Robert off, rest his legs, ready for the Champions League game coming up next, and bring on Ian Robin, who is actually my friend now. He's happy to stay. He actually asked for a new contract, surprisingly, even though he said he'd refused to talk to me a few episodes ago. Kieran Dyer had a chance there, but it wasn't to be. 75 minutes, and our striker's taken a throw-in in our own half. Of course. Joe Cole driving forward, plays it to Kieran Dyer, who is fouled. At least that's what it looked like. Van der Sar's going for a walk, shouting at the referee here. What's he doing? Is the referee giving a penalty? What are we doing? VAR. Let's have a think. And it is. It's a penalty. A penalty is awarded. And Shearer is going to step up. Alan Shearer, recently inducted into the Hall of Fame of the Premier League. Can he put it away? Of course he can. It's 5-1 to Newcastle. Alan Shearer smashes it home. As always. This team is just too good. Power strike. Hard and low to the left of the goal. 5-1. This will mean in our last 4 games, we've scored over 20 goals. That is ridiculous. This tactic is, of course, incredible. I have been tinkering it as we've been moving through the seasons. And if you're interested, I will upload it to the Steam Workshop if you want to try it out yourself. But as you can see, we are scoring for fun and limiting the other teams to very rare chances, to be honest. So it is a great tactic. I'm very pleased I've stumbled upon it and edited it the way we have. And it has resulted in I was about to say a 5-1 victory, but has it? There's a late chance here. Odisidibi picks up the clearance from the corner. Lawson tackles and Boyle Morte is going to pick it up. Last 30 seconds of the game here. Not quite sure what's going to come from this highlight, but we will find out. A huge kick up the pitch, but Solano and Ferdinand deal with it. Joe Cole now, driving forward, plays it to Solano. Kieran Dyer on the right-hand side, using his pace to beat one. Can he beat the second one? He cannot, but Joe Cole is there. Can he deliver? He can. Shearer's there. Kieran Dyer shoots. He scored on his first game back after his injury. There it is. 6-1. Kieran Dyer. He's back in the side and he's back scoring goals. Happy days. Lovely hold-up play by Dyer. Joe Cole here. Lovely cross. Shearer with the composure to lay it off to Kieran Dyer there. And Kieran Dyer smashes it home. And that should be full-time. 6-1 victory against second place Fulham. Is this a warning to the rest of the league that we are unbeatable? Well, we'll have to wait and see later on in the season. But for now, I must say, we are unbeatable. 11 games played in the Premier League, 0 defeats, 10 victories. It's very difficult to do better than that. Could we go the whole season unbeaten? The new Invincibles? Oh, that sounds good, you know. That sounds good. Anyways, our next match is not in the Premier League, it is in the Champions League, and it is away at Milan. AC Milan, a phenomenal side with some phenomenal players. Let's have a look at some of the players we will be going up against. We have Paolo Maldini, of course, one of the greatest defenders to have ever lived. 34 years old in the save, and he still is incredible. Alongside Maldini, of course, they have Kevin Hoffland. If you ever played Champ Anno 102, this guy turns out to be the best centre-back in the game. Incredible attributes across every range of attributes there. Technical, mentals, physicals, just elite. And then, of course, up front, they have two danger men. They have Filippo Inzaghi, who is phenomenal. 19 finishing, 17 composure, 19 pace. The guy is a beast. And alongside him, they have the Ukrainian wonder, Andrei Shevchenko. Truly superb player. Greens across the board there. 18 finishing, 18 pace, 18 flair, 16 technique. This player is incredible. Absolutely incredible. He's a player that every team in the world will want. Unfortunately, we don't have him. AC Milan do. But let's see the team that is going to hopefully beat AC Milan. So this is the 11 that we're going to play against AC Milan. Most of it is the same as last time. However, we are bringing Emerton back in at right back and Kieran Dyer back in on the right wing after his goal. I just think they're going to add a little bit more quality against a better side like Milan. Speaking of Milan, if we have a look at our schedule here, we've played 3 games in our Champions League group so far, and we've won all 3. 2-0 victory over Ajax, which you've seen, 4-1 victory over Karabag, and a 3-0 victory against AC Milan in our last Champions League game. Kaka, Olosidibe and Van der Vaart doing the damage. Now 2 out of those 3 are starting today against Milan. Obviously Kaka is missing out, sitting on the bench this time, but he'll probably get a run out because Kieran Dyer is only expected to last 45 minutes. But I thought it's better to start with Dyer than to bring him on. Our left back is also very tired, so we have Aaron Hughes on the bench here to come on if needed in the left back position. Let's get into the game and see if we can do the double over AC Milan. Here we are then, an away game against Milan, and as every Geordie in the world knows, you always say the same thing whenever you see AC Milan on the TV. Have you ever seen a Mackem in Milan? The answer is, of course, no. But you do see Newcastle United in Europe. And we are 10 minutes into this game against AC Milan and absolutely nothing has happened. Not a single chance. So what we'll do is we'll shout at the boys, give them a little bit of encouragement, and hope that something comes from that. Robert with the corner, however. Ferdinand's there, but Shevchenko wins the header. Olosidibe picks it up. What can we do from this? Olosidibe beats his man easily. Can he deliver across? No, he can't. Inzaghi tackles him now. But it is kicked aimlessly up the pitch, and we recover possession. Kieran Dyer on the right-hand side whips the ball in, but Olosidibe loses out to Contra, and Rui Costa is driving forward. Costa's dribbling with it, plays it to Shevchenko. Shevchenko shoots. Costanzo saves it, but Rui Costa is there to pull home the rebound. It's 1-0 to AC Milan. Let's see how it plays out in 3D, but Rui Costa is dribbling forwards there. Shevchenko beats our left back easily. Costanzo with a good save, but Costa is just the first to react and puts AC Milan 1-0 up. Now hopefully that is the foot in our behind that we need to try and wake up this team, because at the moment nobody is performing very well at all. 0.05 XG. We've just scored over 20 goals in our last 4 games, and we've barely had a shot in this one. AC Milan with the ball again. Albertini whips it in. Shevchenko's there and puts it home. I'm hoping he was offside. What does the assistant say? Fingers crossed he was offside. It's looking like he was. They are checking VAR. What are they going to say? Goal disallowed. Excellent. Inzaghi was offside. Whew. That is a relief. Not quite sure what camera angle this is, But yeah, Inzaghi was off. If you looked at the lines there, it went by very quickly. Anyways, 30 minutes gone, and something needs to change. I'm going to demand more from the team. We haven't turned up. Our left back is on his last legs, essentially. I don't know if he'll last longer than half time. I'm pleased Kieran Dyer's still looking relatively fit. I don't want to make a double change at half time. But if I need to, I will, because I do not want to be losing any games. Of course, I understand that. We're going to lose some games this season. Maybe. Maybe not. I'd rather lose in the group stages of the Champions League than lose in our normal league, of course. Because, now I've said Invincibles. I want that to be a reality. Anyways, Costanzo kicks it up and Kaladze collects it. Pirlo now. I forgot about Pirlo. But Dyer dispossesses Pirlo, but loses the ball almost instantly. And Abbiati now has it in AC Milan's goal. Plays a lovely ball forward to Shevchenko, who controls it with ease. Gattuso now in the middle. Maldini. Contra on the right-hand side there. Beating our left back again. Contra shoots, but it's blocked by West. Contra picks it up again. Plays it out to Gattuso. Costa. Albertini. Pirlo. Oh my days. What beautiful football by AC Milan. It's 2-0 to Milan. It's going to take some comeback from this. Let's see if it is as beautiful in 3D as it was in 2D. Gattuso first time, Costa first time, Albertini first time, and Pirlo first time. Beautiful first touch football. Honestly, I'm kind of jealous of that goal. What a goal that was. 2-0 to Milan. Get me in the change room. I am not happy with this performance at all. Thrash arms, I'm far from pleased from what I just saw from the team there. This side, like I said before, has scored over 20 goals in the past 4 games, and we've not had a single shot on target. What is that? I think we'll change the tactic up a little bit. What we'll do is we'll bring the tempo down a little bit to a bit lower, play a bit more direct, focus play through the middle, and then play just that little bit wider in the hope that we can make something happen. Substitutes will be ringing soon. Shearer's on a 6.4, Joe Cole 6.4, Kieran Dyer 6.2, Emerton 6.1. The boys are having a stinker. Let's give them 5 more minutes. We'll get to 60 minutes and we'll see what changes we need to make. I'm hoping AC don't score on this attack though. Pirlo now in the box. Pirlo shoots, Costanzo saves, and thankfully it goes out for a corner and Shevchenko wasn't there to tap it in. 56 minutes on the clock now. Still no substitutions being made. I'll make it on 60. Costanzo picks up that through ball. What can we do here? He is instructed, like I say every episode, to hoof it up. But Hofland, the absolute boss of a centre-back, collects it. Inzaghi's through. Oh no, he's put it past the goalkeeper. It's 3-0. Oh my days. What we need is to turn into Liverpool and Steven Gerrard to turn up just to show AC Milan who's boss. We don't have Steven Gerrard, but we do have Kaka on that right wing. Shearer is having a stinker. He's coming off a call court. Joe Cole is also going to come off for Barry Ferguson. Triple subs. We're going to go more attacking and hope that we can get at least 1 or 2 goals for pride. We've had our first shot on target after 70 minutes. We haven't seen it, of course, so it wasn't a good one. But if you look at the league table now, we are now even with AC Milan on points. I'd say we're both in a very good position to qualify. Ajax shouldn't really cause either of us much problem. But we'll see in the next couple of episodes, I'm sure. I've been talking and nothing has been changing. Last 5 minutes of the game, and we haven't seen a single highlight for Newcastle in about 30 minutes, which is not ideal. This is a very, very disappointing way to end the episode after scoring 20 plus goals in the last couple of games. Can we get one here? Olusedebi turns his man and is running down the wing. Beats him with ease. Olusedebi now one-on-one. He shoots. Great save by Abbiati. The goals just aren't meant to be there today for us. Last minute corner. Robert is going to whip it in. He does. But Shevchenko heads clear. Of course he does. Shevchenko, the defensive wonder, heads clear the cross. And that should bring the end to this game. Ajax have won 5-1. We have been destroyed 3-0. And oh my days, I am not impressed with this performance at all. It might even get worse. Thankfully not. Tariba West clears. The game is over. 3-0, and I'm glad that is done because we were awful. Absolutely awful. However, we are not awful in the league. Now I've said the Invincibles, I definitely want that to happen. So that is the aim. Can we be the new Invincibles? We'll have to wait and see. Next episode will be a doubleheader against Blackburn and Sunderland, who we've drawn in the quarter-final of the League Cup. Of course, we won the League Cup last season, so it would be nice to do that again. But a quarter-final game against Sunderland. Oof, that's going to be tasty. That brings us to the end of the episode. If you have enjoyed the episode, please do drop a like, consider subscribing, and I'll see you next time.